3, 2, 1.
I think the ingenuity of generative AI somehow is surprising now and then. I just remember, me as like a trained musician, when I was listening to music made by DJs, I was sometimes like, I would never come up with that idea because it's so completely out of what human history taught me to do in a musical way. And now we got the same thing coming up with generative AI, that it just comes up with ideas or combining different elements and ideas, which is very inspiring to take it then further again and make sure it connects on an emotional level with the audience. Well, at this point, I'm very positive about it because it's just a great tool to try or to do things in the ideation phase. There will come a point eventually that makes humans on the creative level obsolete, and that's going to be when it's not interpolating anymore, but also like breaking out of the box. But like in our work at this point, as long as the people on the sea level are still made out of human flesh, somebody has to take them by the hand and guide them around the taste traps and make sure they are staying on track and not getting disturbed by the noise that surrounds them.
I'm hearing both of you are positive about this movement. Is that correct?
About
the use of generative AI in sort of filmmaking per se, storytelling, releasing some sort of creative outlet. So welcome back to Redefining AI. Today we're exploring AI from two powerful and distinct perspectives, the technological frontier and the creative frontline. We're asking not just what can AI do, but how will it feel and sound?
Thank you. Pleasure being here and speaking about the future of sound, music, and visuals with you guys. Obviously, I think that this handmade premium content or products or artistry is about, are you willing to afford it? And that's where the big question mark lies for a lot of so-called artists out there, because it just has become commodity to be an artist. And
interesting concept, yes. Commodity of an artist.
So let's see how many people are willing to jump on that train and be willing to deliberately add that human-made premium label to their brand or to their being in general. I'm listening to human-made music because it makes me happier. Yes, it really actually, it all started for me when I was listening to jazz records with my dad when I was a kid, and we were listening to loads of old jazz records. And there was always that very moment when the music kind of hit us at the same time and got that sparkling moment of that mutual feeling that kind of evolved out of that. And years later, I kind of realized that this was probably, let's say, an epiphany moment or a defining moment. Really, that is the superpower of music, to connect people in a nonverbal, very emotional way that goes across generations, cultures. And that's how it started for me. And that brought me onto my journey, which led me to be a musician in the first place. It's more of a blast from the past somehow, which I really enjoy. But I kind of moved on at some point from being an active musician myself because I wanted to create really the core of the music instead of just playing it. So I started writing songs with artists, started producing, and that's what I did for almost 15 years, actually.
But it's a different outlet, isn't it? There's a different outlet in production, in creativity, than there is in actually playing a musical instrument.
Really is. And there's nothing that can replace that mutual feeling when you're kind of hitting it and it's really locking in as a band, that you can only actually experience if you go on tour and play a lot together and know each other from by heart. For me, it kind of got more interested getting into how can I create a certain impact with music. It was out of personal interest, I guess, that I moved there. And at some point, the love for design and branding kicked in and made me find my new sweet spot between music on one side, branding on the other side. With branding, you can explain the world. With music, you can bring it alive somehow.
So it's a natural symbiosis of perfection then to some extent.
Somehow, yeah.
Aye.